Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, week 1. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Tua now on first down. Complete. This is Albert Wilson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Wilson.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
The tackle made.
Carried there by Jordan Howard, and we all know he started his career in Chicago and was a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher. Spent 2019 in Philadelphia battling injuries, but when he's healthy, can be a flat-out workhorse and can break down defenses.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He completes it to Wilson. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Complete to Albert Wilson.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the Patriots' 49-yard line.
Tua, a give. This is Howard. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And the Dolphin first down.
The Pets are going to get there. Down he goes. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
To Devontae Parker. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And this is going to be incomplete.
Tagovailoa's pass.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A play fake to Michelle, now Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He was a 2nd-round pick. Many scouts thought he could have gone higher than that.
And I was one of them. Even though I don't scout for any particular team, I had a 1st-round grade on him. And frankly, I'm surprised he lasted to the 2nd round. They got a steal with this player.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots.
A fumble on the play. Recovered by the Patriots.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game, because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. And the pressure gets to him again. Dante Hightower able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Getting set to go again here. Cam Newton marches back onto the field. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. 1 play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break. Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Out of bounds at the 20.
Well, CD, you know, as we talked about earlier, this is the first Patriots home opener without Tom Brady in 2 decades. Now, you still see, understandably, a lot of number 12 jerseys in the stands, but this is Cam Newton's show now. How do you think that things change for the Patriots here in 2020?
Well, they change in a big way because of what you said to start off with, and it's something we've all known about for a while, but now we're actually confronting it. Tom Brady is not in the building. All right, number 12 is not leading the Patriots out onto the field, but I thought it was a really savvy move by the organization in the offseason to sign Cam Newton. You start fresh with a guy who's been an MVP in this league, has a ton of self-confidence, understands the elephant in the room that is Tom Brady, but brings a new, different playing style to this Patriots team.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Makes the score Patriots 3.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon, and think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. A give to Howard. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Howard. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down.
At the 47-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Howard that time. But now it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Tua. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Damiere Byrd, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. So now after the sack, Cam of the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long. Newton to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Patriots 3. Dolphins nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Newton. This one brought in by Jefferson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
Patriots first down. 1st and goal at the 6.
Out of the gun, Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Again, Newton. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Devin Asiasi with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And it's up and good.
You got to figure down by the goal line, this is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grab.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They go with Howard to begin the drive. Howard has the first down and then some. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
The ball carrier,
Jordan Howard, 75 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. Off play action. Newton steps away to his left. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. They fake the give. Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
the second down pass.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Well, going for Jefferson downfield, and it's knocked away and incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Tua and the rest of the Dolphin offense heading back out. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
He was looking to get it to Parker again, but it's going to be second down.
At the 21-yard line.
Tua once again here on second and 10. Looking for Parker again, and this time he's got him. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Dolphins on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Tua. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Patriots take over. We remind you, lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then 2 more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver. And it's second down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
46-yard line.
Play action. It's Newton. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Still first down.
This is Howard. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
Howard is the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 8-yard line.
This is Howard on second down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 43 yards.
43 yards.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. On the delay, it's Howard. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Tua going to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at third and 10. Now Tua. Tua hit and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
They ain't on our side.
So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. A shotgun snap for Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Third and long, it's Newton. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a 1st down. Roughing, it is a 1st.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now?
Devontae Parker, the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Complete to Devontae Parker.
Devontae Parker, 49 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
Cam Newton and the Patriots set to go again on offense. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for Damian.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off play action. Newton. He's going to fire deep for Rapp. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing again is Newton. He's going to fire deep for Ratley. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Newton. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Newton throwing again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Newton. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, but it'll be 2nd down. Incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. From midfield, here's Tua. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro Stephon Gilmore.
Stephon Gilmore. The 3rd down.
2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On 1st and 10, Newton. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The tight end, Dalton Keene, the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Demir Bird in the final seconds of the first half. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Dolphins take over first and 10. At their
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third.
Dolphins 14.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 27.
Getting set to go again here. Cam Newton marches back onto the field. And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at the half? He stood up in front of the team, especially in front of the defense, and said, thank you. Appreciate what you've done. You guys have picked me up in a big way. And guess what? I'm going to get back to being who I am, which is pretty darn good. Let's go play the second half. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second and 10. Throwing again. Newton. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. And this is incomplete. Van Jefferson, the rookie wideout, the intended target. Third down here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air again, Newton. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Xavier Howard.
Newton's pass.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A gain of 3, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
The Dolphins ball carrier.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Lorenzo Carter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Take over first.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
36 yards on the punt with no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Brought down by John Simon. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
At the Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Lorenzo Carter getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Tua sets up to pass it. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Now it's Bird on the return. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, well, man, what do you need? What's going on here? So he's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Up 2nd and 10 at the 3-yard line.
Again, it's Howard. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua, and that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. New England trying to get a place on offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. 2nd and 10. Newton again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16. Throw caught here by Bird. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab, and the Patriots add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Out comes the Miami offense once again, and their running back, Jordan Howard. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They run again with Breeden. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Run there by Matt Breeden. He spent the early part of his career in San Francisco sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space and make sure he's touching it because he can take it from 0 to the end zone in a very short amount of time.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. On the delay, here's Breeden. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Looking to pass. Tua. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Foxborough. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
22 yards on.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll throw from the gun. And that'll be caught by the tight end, Keene. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Out of the gun, Newton. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering.
And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
By the Dolphins.
That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Lorenzo Carter. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Here's Tua. His throw incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now this will make it into the end zone. Broken tackle. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard.
New England trying to get a place on offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
At the 25-yard line.
From the gun, Newton. And that's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 11 yards there. 1st down. A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Again, Newton. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Got an open man. It's Ratley. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete.
Newton's pass.
It'll be a gain of 6, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd down.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
That's another Patriots first.
Newton on first down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 3 yards the gain there, second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up third and
Newton throwing again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
at their own 23-yard line.
So Tua and the Dolphins down by 10, 2:16 to play. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Lorenzo Carter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Second down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Tua. And it's caught by Parker. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Wilson's got it complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now Tagovailoa. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And a completion to Wilson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Tagovailoa's pass, intended for Devontae Parker, incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. timeouts at the line, ready to go. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1.